Okay, so this is my first slide of presentation. There is a title from my research proposal, The Effectiveness of Simon Says Game in Teaching Vocabulary at Elementary School Level. And here is my identity. And for the next slide is the background from this research proposal. The issue from this research proposal is student lack vocabulary. This issue show up after I think that students lack vocabulary or students problem for mastering vocabulary, and I think it is interesting to be studied, as we know that vocabulary is one of four components in English skill, and it is very important to mastering English skill, because without vocabulary students will hard to learn English, or they will hard to convey their ideas. They will hard to communicate with other people using English because they do not know a lot of vocabulary. And because of these issues, I want to try to find out the effective way or the effective method to use in the classroom for the teacher to motivate the student to improve their vocabularies. And I think using games can be one of the effective ways, because game is fun activities, and it can be used as to entertain us, or it can be used as the educational tools. And here I choose what is this? Simon Says Game as the tools. Uh, like Dalimonte said that using games, which is better choice for junior high school, the class will be more cheerful, joyful, and students will not get bored. It will be easier for them to mastering and improve their vocabulary. But the difference is in this research, I will choose the students from elementary school as an object. And then next is the research question from this research proposal. Here is the research question. Is the use of Simon Says Game effective to improve students' vocabulary? It will be studied for this research. And next is the operational definition. Here in the operational definition, I will explain about the variable in this research proposal. First is Simon Says Game. Simon Says Game is a game or an activity that involves students to follow the command from the model or the teachers. And the second one is vocabulary. Of course, students' vocabulary. Vocabulary is a basic aspect that we must be mastered before mastering English skill. And here, Simon Says Game as independent variable, and then vocabulary as a dependent variable. And the next one is the aim from this research itself. The aim is to find out whether the use of Simon Says Game has effectiveness to improve students' vocabulary. And the next is the use of the research itself. From this research, the use is for practical use in the classroom, because with this research, it can help teacher to create a fun teaching learning activities for students. Okay, the next one is about literature review. And in the literature review, there are abbreviations or related findings about the use of Simon Says Games in teaching vocabulary. The first one is from Pelago in 2018, called The Effectiveness of Simon Says Game in Teaching Vocabulary to the second year students of SMP Negeri 1 Palopo. And the second one is from Wajuju And Surjono in 2018 called the effect of Simon Says game on the vocabulary mastery of TK Cahaya Surya pupils. And in this both findings, they are found out that the Simon Says game have a benefit and effective to teach vocabulary. And next is vocabulary itself as the one of the most important component that we must know before we mastering English language. According to Felago in 2018, vocabulary is the most important thing in learning English. Students cannot convey their ideas in written and spoken form without having a sufficient numbers of vocabulary. So the student must mastering vocabulary. They must know a lot of vocabulary, so it will be not hard or difficult for them to learn English language. And the next one is game. And here, according to Klimova in 2015, game is a natural means for children to understand the world around them. Therefore, it should be part and parcel of their learning, including the learning of foreign languages. The exploitation of games in children learning is not a recent idea. That's why game is considered to be used as educational tools. Next is teaching vocabulary through Simon Says game. Because I choose Simon Says game to study it in this research, we must know that Simon Says game, according to Felago, is a game who involves students to follow the command, and the step in this game acquaint student for learning vocabulary with puns. And then here's the example of using Simon's game for teaching verb in the class. For example, when the teacher says, Simon says, run to the door, the student must follow the command. Or Simon says, walk slowly. And then the game can also be used to illustrate preposition or other word in the class, because Simon Says game can be effective to teach vocabulary, especially in the content of words. And next is the research method. Research method that I choose in this research is pre-experimental design research. Why? Because I use one group, one class as experimental class, and there will be given by pre-test, treatment, and post-test. The next one is the population. The population from this research is students from 4th up to 6th grade in SD Negeri Cibonegelis 3, Tasikmalaya, and the total number of population is 1990 students. And the next one is the sample. The sample is one group of class. The total number of sample is 30 students. And then the next, the time and place is 21 January 2020. And the place is at SDN Negeri 3 Cibonegelis. Why I choose this place? Because it will be easier for me and the student itself for this research. And next is about the research procedure. First, here is determining population and sample. We already determining the population is 3 classes from SD Negeri 3 Cibonegelis, and the sample is 1 class from 6th grades. And second is students will be given a vocabulary test, a pre-test, to know their achievement about their mastering in vocabulary. And the next one is after the pretest, the students will be given a treatment using Simon Says Scam. And then the last one is post-test. The post-test is used as to see that how far they can improve their vocabulary after being treatment by Simon Says Scam. And next is the data collection. Data collection will be used vocabulary tests, pre-test and post-test. And the next one is data analysis. The data will be analyzed by inferential statistic using dependent sample t-test. Dependent sample t-test is formula that we can use if we make research from pre-experimental design using one group design and the data, for example, from pre-test and post-test. And to prove the data, we'll be using SPSS to prove whether the hypothesis is rejected or accepted. I think that's all for me. Thank you for your kind attention. I'm sorry if there are many mistakes or something missing for my presentation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.